pretty much live now, so.
So I'm waiting for the, oh, there we go. We're live. Hi, I'm Jocelyn. Thanks for joining us and hanging out on Friday night. I really want this to be like we normally do on a Friday night with our friends, except for where the camera is, we usually have a pile of people on the other side of the island hanging out, drinking and eating and talking and just enjoying time. So we're gonna do that same thing tonight, but all our guests are gonna be virtual on this little camera, which is a little disconcerting. But anyway, so let's get started. So today we're gonna make Avgolemono Soup, which is Greek chicken soup, basically. I'm making it with leftover chicken that we had last night. We had rotisserie chicken, and I've just chopped up the extra, and we're gonna make that. It's really simple. It's my favorite. It's probably my favorite food of all time. And oh, look, we have a guest with us. It's Mr. Incredible.
Hello there, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Happy Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Hey. So I'm going to stop and say hi. Let's see who's here. Susan, hey. Hi, Foxy. Nice to see you. Hello, Evan. Mark Finley. I'm assuming Terry's with you too. And maybe April. Hi, Finley family. Mary Ellen. Hello. Let's see. Native Gun. And all right, so Foxy's in Brighton. That's cool. And Mary Ellen just got off work. Where's Mr. Incredible? He is right here. Yes, so exciting. So, hello, Galib. Nice to see you too. Sarah B. Hello. I think my friend Sarah is on too from North Carolina.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan and John. It's nice to see all of you. Oh, Galib, it's your first time on the live stream. Well, welcome to the party. I hope we did okay and that you enjoy this. So
lots of fun stuff.
Yeah. So when we have people over, I always just make little platters of food and whatever. This is a lot smaller because it's just the two of us tonight. So there's that. Hi, Lori Sims. Hey, David. So no, we are not doing any pumpkin carving tonight. Hello,
Depends how good your drinks are.
Oh, good grief. Darian, hi dear. Let's see. He's on I-75 North, heading back to Georgia.
Be safe, brother.
Go dogs. Drive safe, Darian.
I'll drink for you. You drive safe.
Yeah, right? Thank you, Foxy. I appreciate that. All right. So, we're just going to get started. I'm going to make a cocktail. Mark's got a Vice Stefano.
But I can have a cocktail too.
That's one of your favorite beers. Yes, you can. So
this is one of my favorite ones.
I'm going to start with my favorite. This is something my dad and I drink. I don't know. Nobody else ever does it. When I go order at a bar, they kind of go, what? Like, it's strange.
And when I order it for her, or she's like, hey, give me I'll let her tell.
It's tequila and cranberry juice.
Yeah, tequila and cranberry. They're like, what? Excuse me? You mean like tequila? I'm like, no, tequila and cranberry juice. They sit there and go, huh, that actually could work.
Yeah.
And it does.
So this is like one of my favorite drinks, and cranberries are always good in the fall, right? So I'm just gonna, and it's easy, no like big mixing. Do you want one too, honey?
Sure.
Okay. I got a glass
for
you.
Look at
Why don't you grab my tequila and cranberry juice, and also the jigger for me, please?
This one?
You know, the only one that's sitting out.
I don't know.
Turd. All right.
It is hard to do things with these gloves.
Why don't you get rid of the gloves?
Well, then they might know my secret identity by looking at my beautiful hands.
Oh, yes.
I could be a hand model. You never know. I don't want people to get free hand shots.
Yeah. All right. So this is an easy, simple
My favorite
pour.
Herradura. I went to their
Hey, Jennifer.
Hi,
Eric. Super Mark is what Eric called you. Well, yes, Sarah. Tequila and cranberry. She knows me, man.
And I kind of think it's actually, like with today, it's almost kind of like it can work as a Halloween drink because you'd be like, oh, it's la sangre, it's the blood. Or very light blood, or, for a Christmas drink because it's got that kind of pinky look to it.
All right, so we're just going to do 1.5 ounces of tequila. And we're gonna top it with cranberry juice. It's so simple, but y'all, it tastes so good. I love this.
And if you don't like tequila, the cranberry just completely kills that tequila burn. Granted, here Dora doesn't have a burn, but even if you have, I mean, I've drank it with some Pepe Lopez, and you're like, totally kills.
Well, when you're drinking tequila on its own, it should be good tequila, right? Like you want to sip it and savor it, and it should be tasty. But if you're mixing it, you don't have to have the very best tequila ever. It's fine.
Lori, no, it's cranberry and tequila. Sorry, no vodka. No
that's
vodka.
it. Yes, Cameron, the dogs are going to chew on those kitty cats. All right, so we've got a lime, and what do you just I'll give it to you. I'm a bartender. I have a knife.
She has a knife, people.
So
I'm going to sit back here and just be eye candy.
You probably, oh yes, eye candy. I like to smash and roll my fruit so it gives a little bit more juice, and I'm just going to make a couple of not even wedges, like half wedges. And you got to, quarters. Well, they're really ace, right?
Touche.
Yeah, well, so squeeze your lime in there, give it a little stir. By the way, I'm making it my life's mission to bring back stir sticks. I think that they're great, and I think people should use them more. So there's that. All right, that's it. Tequila and cran. You don't have to chug, baby.
Well, I don't want to waste, it's cold.
All right. Wipe my hands off because I'm
got recycling right over there to be safe.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what everybody's got to say. Yeah, Sarah, OMG is right. I knew you'd know what I was doing. Nope, just Lori, just tequila and cranberry juice. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Foxy, I can relate to that too with the hair.
So Jennifer, we just grabbed the Ocean Spray Original Cranberry Juice Cocktail.
Yeah, so any cranberry juice will kind of work. You got that. I don't care what kind it is.
See, I didn't mess up.
Most bars have the little bottles of Ocean Spray, or they have it on the gun. I prefer the stuff in a bottle. The stuff on the gun isn't always very tasty. So
we're making tequila and cranberry to start off.
Oh, Golib. Okay, thank you. You can do cocktail, or Jennifer, if you really like the tartness of straight cranberry juice, you can totally do that too. It's fine. Anyway, you look ace in that costume, Jennifer says.
Thanks. I try.
All right, so this is one of my absolute favorites.
Caleb was mad at me because I've had this costume, I think, for 4 years now. This is like my go-to one. And last year I had, Fat Thor, which I thought was perfect. So
I loved Fat Thor.
I know, but I couldn't find the blue hoodie. Like, the clothes have disappeared. Who steals Fat Thor's clothes?
I probably stuffed it in the back of the closet because I didn't want you wearing it on a regular basis.
I didn't.
I'm that kind of wife.
But I still love you.
Oh goodness. Yes, I'm so glad you agree with me, Eric. I know you do with the stir sticks. They're amazing, right? Cran raspberry would be good too. A little bit sweeter. Yes, Mary Ellen. Traveling the world. Hello.
Good to see you.
We are making cocktails, and we're going to make Greek chicken soup in a minute, and it's my favorite, so that'll be tasty, and the kids will be excited to have that in a little bit.
But you probably won't see the kids. Well, you might see the youngest one. The older one is totally anti anything online with us, so he won't be. So when you see the Christmas video this year, you're like, wait, I thought they had two kids.
We only have one now.
It's like, wait a minute. Yeah,
apparently, when you turn 14, you're too cool for everyone else. I don't want him to hear us.
Yeah. He's already told us that we used to be cool. So hey, at least at one time
apparently we're totally different people.
Yeah, we're totally old now and totally don't know how to hang. So I'm
That's all right. He's going through this a little early, so maybe he'll get out of it a little early.
But he's still a good kid. I can't complain. He's an awesome dude.
Chris Faith. So I don't have a name for the tequila and cranberry juice. It's just tequila and cranberry juice.
I just like
squeeze a lime.
Sangre. I think blood.
Okay, we can just call it.
Can I get a sangre, please?
Sangre, because yes, it's tequila.
It's not really that
traditionally
looking,
Mexican,
though, so.
and yeah, we can totally do that. Use the Spanish. 5
yes.
Love and hates of Halloween. Yes.
Actually, we have that video out. If you want to watch it, I put that up last year.
Vera and Martine are on.
Oh, hey, Vera.
Beijo. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
What's up, Martine? Meu amiguinho.
Nice to see
amigão.
you. He is amigão now. He's probably as tall as you are.
I know.
So crazy. So Vera and Martine were
awesome.
some of our very first friends in Lisbon, and Martine and Caleb were like this. I think they still occasionally play video games and stuff online, although Caleb's lost video games privileges for a minute.
Yeah, I can play with you again after the new year.
Yeah. But they're like just wonderful people, and we met them at church, and we have been friends for what, like 11, 12 years now? It's been a long
2009?
time. 2009 is when we moved there, so yeah.
Yeah, they used to play in the cemetery of the English church because they were too ruckus. They were like 3 and 4, so they made too much of a ruckus in the church, so we'd take them out and they go play in there.
Your mom says that we're still cool. I'm glad.
Thanks,
think you're
Mom.
cool too, Kath.
I think you're cool.
Vegan versions of your favorite dishes. Oh, that's really hard for me. During Lent in the Greek Orthodox Church, we basically go vegan. The first week we give up cheese and like dairy and eggs, and then the next week we give up meat, and then we're done for the next 40 days. I'm terrible at it. I am. I mean, I try, but that's cotija, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I thought you'd like that. So it's really crumbly. You're gonna have to take off the gloves, baby. It's just the gauntlet, you know. So let's see. Aren't you cold in your short sleeves? No, I'm not, because
we're inside.
Yeah, we have actually. I don't even think we've turned the heat on yet.
No,
it's not that cold
here. It's not too bad. It was only the 50s today.
I mean, it's gotten down to like 0 Celsius. Foxy's in Brighton, so it's been 0 at night.
Well, yeah.
But yeah. So anywho,
yeah, Lori Sam's live with the attitude for at least the next 6 years.
I don't want to. I was hoping for 2, Lori.
No,
2.
see, this is where I look at it. And I talk to my students because I usually have like 4th years, so seniors in college, and they're like, Mom and Dad get kind of cool like sophomore year. You start to realize they're not that dumb, and then by the time you graduate, you enjoy drinking with them and hanging out with them. So,
Golub says. So to go with the Halloween theme, the tequila and cranberry should be Tequila.
That's nice.
That's
I like that
very
one.
good name.
We need to do that with
I think
Jose
so.
Cuervo or something.
Absolutely. So.
Hey, Trip Hacks DC. For those of you that are wanting to see another Wolters World chat tomorrow, so tomorrow on Trip Hacks DC, Rob, is it going to be in the podcast one or your normal channel? But we actually, last week on Trip Hacks DC, or this week on Trip Hacks DC, they had a video, we were interviewing with Rob. And there's a thing about Airbnb versus hotels during the pandemic in big cities. But we have a big podcast with him that's coming out tomorrow that will be actually on the YouTube channel as well. So if you look up Trip Hacks DC or Trip Hacks DC podcast on YouTube, it'll pop up. So definitely check it out. Rob's an awesome dude. And if you're ever heading to DC and you want to have a guide,
check him out because he's a really great guide and just a nice person. But he's also got just this wealth of information. And during part of COVID, he was doing trivia, DC awesome. Trivia. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. There were a bunch of us that did it a lot. And I'm hoping that if lockdowns come around again, he'll bring it back maybe, Rob? Or maybe when it's just cold and we can't go out much, because that was tons of fun.
Yeah, thanks, Blake.
So, Jennifer, thanks. This necklace my dear friend Lori gave me, and it's got 2 of my favorite places in the world. It's got a little map of Savannah on one side, and on the other, there's a little map of Montmartre in Paris. So those are 2 of my favorite places. So anyway, I have lots of favorites, though. Mary Ellen and Susan are both in Connecticut, and they're making friends. I'm so glad. Traveling the world, no pumpkin food today. I felt like soup, and since we had leftover chicken from last night, the Avgolemono is just like a logical thing for me to do. So,
but I'm sure we'll have some pumpkin themed thing for probably Thanksgiving. At least, are you gonna? What? Oh no, you do.
I was
sweet potato souffle or something.
Oh, sweet potato souffle would be good.
Yeah, we could do that early, so that people have it, and so we could do sweet potato souffle and the oyster stuffing and dressing.
Stuffing is only stuffing if you make it in the bird.
Yes.
Dressing.
Another video for Simply Jocelyn explaining to stupid husbands the difference.
Hey, Talia. So My friend Talia sent.
Oh yes.
She sent the kids. She sent all of us a box today. But all these great treats from Arizona, and a couple of them I've never even seen, and I used to live in Arizona, so that was really cool. Liam made a little video for you guys and did like a taste test and thanked y'all.
We were mowing through some of the stuff, so
it looks like we've mowed through it. It's kind of a mess.
I'll say Liam ate one of the arms off the cactus and goes.
He didn't like
no,
it.
He did not.
Oh.
Like it. But he loved like the little like Turkish delight kind of stuff. That was yeah. He was really happy with that one.
He liked that.
Thank you. We gotta put this back in our candy store.
Let's see. And hey, Brian. Oh, Brian wore the same outfit. I'm assuming you mean Mark's outfit and not mine. I don't know, Brian. Maybe
you went as the awesomest husband ever. I dress like that every day.
Oh goodness.
So the kids for Halloween, we don't know. We don't know if they're gonna go out.
Yeah.
The kid's probably not gonna go out because he's just He's like, I gotta find a party. I'm like, not this year, pal.
Not happening. Let's see. Todd says, looking forward to when you have more Paris time. Me too. This is the longest I have been without being in Paris in the last 8 years.
Yeah, since because our first international trip together was Paris.
Well, but we skipped a year when I was on bed rest. And then we started going again after Liam. With Liam, we skipped 2 years because I was on bed rest, and then we moved back to the States. And life was a little crazy with a baby, and moving transatlantically can be a little bit challenging. And you had a new job and everything, and I was becoming a stay-at-home mom in the U.S., which was a whole new ball game for me. So
thanks, Pedro. I appreciate it. Oh, Susan's in Milford. Nice.
So
let's see.
Oh, yes, Mary Ellen, thank you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It really does help my channel. My channel is so tiny that every little bit counts. And also, it does for everyone.
We should tell people, Jocelyn hit the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 hours of watch time. So now, da-da-da, she is now monetized. You want to tell me you made it on your first day?
$1.32? Or was it $1.74?
$1.74?
Oh, whatever.
Now, your third day, you did make 22 cents. But
no, but my second day I made, okay, here's what I did. I really wanted to beat Mark on how much we made. So he made, I don't know what you made.
On the first day.
On your first day of Professor Wolters.
Yeah.
I wanted to beat that. So when I found out I was monetized, I called all of my family and friends. I sent out 1,000 text messages. I'm like, will y'all just go on and just watch all the videos? Just let them play on your phone while you're working, whatever, so I can beat Mark. So but somehow I got the timing wrong. So it all counted for the second day, and I made $5 that day, which was huge.
You made $4.
It was $5.
It
was $5 and some change, and I'm so grateful to all my family and friends who did that for me. Oh goodness.
Let's see. First day.
Paris is on lockdown again. I hate that.
Yeah, I think you're going to see more lockdowns and shutdowns. Now, here's what's crazy. I thought the no sale thing would continue on. I was actually on a podcast live with Traveling with Bruce, who focuses on cruises. I would have thought they would have continued the no sale thing, but apparently sailing is going to be back. Cruising is going to be back. Oh, they want the big day, $4.36.
$4.36.
Boom.
Thanks.
Looks like I'm getting something good
money.
for Christmas.
Yeah, Gotham says money, money, money. Right? Oh my gosh. Matthew says, what's your favorite Halloween treats? You know what?
Please, you already know.
Probably. Well, Reese's peanut butter cups are always my favorite. I love chocolate and peanut butter together. But my neighbor, Julie, makes this great thing, and it's peanuts. I think sometimes she's got cashews and stuff in there, so it's a mix of nuts and then candy corn in there together, and I love it. It's salty and it's sweet, and I love the chewiness and the crunchiness together. I like that juxtaposition of all that stuff. So that's one of my favorite weird treats, and so thanks to Julie for that. Boo, Vagabonnie. Smash the like button. Thank you, dear. Hey, Purdue. It's nice to see you.
Oh, what's up, Purdue?
Do we celebrate Guy Fawkes?
No.
Only if we're in England, I guess. But not here, no. All right, let's see. They were just approved in Florida for cruising again.
Yeah, they just the no silk. They just announced that.
That's interesting because now we've got all these rolling lockdowns all over the place, and then they're opening cruising. Well, I
was surprised because actually that was one thing I was talking to traveling with Bruce, and I'm like, I don't see it happening, and so.
Pasta pie. Henry, I've never made pasta pie. Tomato pie.
Oh, you need to make that.
I
do
need to make. Well, I mean,
I'll
do that in the summer, yeah.
Yeah, Talia. No, Jocelyn. It's all about the Reese's eggs.
Reese's eggs.
And our local grocery store had the Reese's Christmas trees out yesterday. They put all their stuff out, so I bought those for her.
So my least favorite are the pumpkins. I'm not
so
cool
that's why I didn't get those.
The ratio is messed up. I don't like it. So when he bought me trees the other day, I was really excited. Do you know I ate my last Reese's egg at the end of August? I made it last all the way to August, and by then the pumpkins were climbing out, which aren't as good. But I ate the last one while we were watching Mandalorian. So what'd y'all do today? We watched Mandalorian.
I had meetings all day, but it was actually nice. I actually got to have meetings with some students, so it's nice to actually see some students again.
Rob says, report from the ground over here is that squirrels are hungry and taking out all the jack-o'-lanterns due to decline in tourist and restaurant scraps to eat. That's hilarious.
Well, no, if you look, it was where was it in Southeast Asia? The monkeys that usually eat the food from the tourists that give them, they're not there. So there's like one of this monkey was like dragging this 3-year-old.
No,
swear to God, it's crazy. Like, because they can get really violent. I mean, you got to be careful.
Do you want a doohickey?
Sure, I'll have a doohickey.
These are my doohickeys. A bunch of you guys have been on when we've talked about how I'm trying to get rid of like one-use stuff. So these are my new paper towels.
We have a bag. I
have a basket that just sits on the counter. So they're great. I ordered grays and black. I wish I just ordered all black though because they don't show stains. Although quite frankly, the stains come out of these pretty well. Just a little bit of biz work. So.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Mark. Maybe we have April and Jocelyn make a giant peanut butter cup at home.
Oh my gosh, y'all! Mark Finley makes hecka peanut butter cups. He made us some giant ones, and they were so good, so tasty.
It wasn't April.
I thought Mark
can't be that talented. He's a musician.
I know.
He's an artist. He's a rock star.
I know.
He married the prettiest girl in Texas, a teacher.
I know.
Makes the tallest children I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's for sure. I wish I could have a couple of their
April's sweet. Carl hasn't really talked with Carl! Sorry. Walking Dead's been dead.
Babs. We are drinking tequila and cranberry juice.
Jocelyn will make one to show you how it works.
Yes, I will, because Mark needs a refill. So this is one of my favorite drinks I do with my dad. Got me on this a long time ago. Yeah, you go ahead. Turn it on medium high for me, please. Mark's gonna medium high.
Yes, chef.
I'm not a chef. I'm just a mom.
You're my chefin'. In German, that was my boss.
Well, you damn Skippy. So, Babs, ounce and a half of tequila, and top it off with cranberry juice. And go ahead, you can pour a squeeze of lime.
Do I put the squeeze of lime in first?
It doesn't matter. You just want the lime in there.
Lime in the coconut.
You put the lime in the coconut. Okay, and then I do put a little on top because you need the smell on top, right? Boy, so that's what we're drinking. Yeah, Southern Comfort. Florida don't care. Sun's out, guns out, and everything else too. That's the way they're going right now. So.
Listen, I like all winter food. I eat comfort food. It really is. A lot of it is. It's funny, like, you just feel like I got a bunch of, so I was at our local liquor store, and they actually had some Christmas wine, and they usually sell out really quick. Like, they do like one purchase, and then it's like beginning of November, end of October, it shows up, and then it's gone by November, and they don't buy anymore. So you got to like buy it when you see it. And so I might have stocked up a little bit. Because I just like having that hot wine and just sitting out and chilling.
Anytime it's like remotely chilly in the evening, Mark will be like, "Hey, let's bust out a bottle of hot wine." And
well,
it's
actually,
not really strong either.
No,
so.
and let's be honest, it's like I've already poured it and heated it up. I'm like, we should have hot wine. You're like, I already smell
it permeates the house, which is great because it smells like a Christmas market, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, all the Christmas markets in Germany pretty much are canceled now.
Yeah. Galib, no, traffic was fine. I haven't seen anything funky. And I haven't noticed any like uptick in pretty much anything right now. So
thank you, Galib. See, he says I make a good sous chef. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you're sweet. Oh, that sounds good. Babs had a dirty martini with stuffed olives at Bonefish. I like Bonefish for a chain. It's really pretty dang tasty. Because sometimes chains, it's like they focus so much on consistency that there's not as much flavor. Sometimes like the spices kind of get dumbed down. But Bonefish I think does a good job of keeping like that high level across the board. So hang on, I need to move this down. Gracias, Henry. Dallas was in the 30s today. Yikes, that's crazy.
Dallas, Texas?
Yeah. Yeah, so Mary Ellen, I do use Norwex, like those microfibers from Norwex. I've got piles of them. Yes, I use them all the time on pretty much everything. I don't use in the bathroom. It grosses me out. It's the only place I'm still using paper towels because I want to wipe and I don't want that. I just don't want that. Period. But these are felt, and I bought them from a lady on Etsy. She makes them. They're just serged on the edges, and they all stick together really nicely, so you can like wind them up. So I wash them, and then I dry them, and I just put them in a row, and I roll it all up onto a thing. So
Matthew, no, we did not grow that pumpkin. I went to the store and bought one. It's funny because we like to go. There's a couple pumpkin patches around here. But we end up going like, the 29th of October. There's nothing left except the little tiny things. So this time, I just went early and got it.
Whoa, what are you doing there, buddy? You're going to show everybody your pumpkin? Liam already carved his pumpkin like weeks ago. It was really cool. He did faces all the way around it.
And we already had to dispose of it.
Yes, we had to dispose of it because it started to go pretty quickly.
Do you want to draw the faces on those so we can cut them?
Let's see. Oh, sorry.
So,
Babs, what were your olives stuffed with? I really like them stuffed with blue cheese. That's kind of one of my faves. So chipmunks eat my pumpkins, says Susan. Chipmunks will eat dang near anything.
So we had like one of those like corn cob things, and Caleb sat there and popped all the corn cobs off, or all the little kernels. So yesterday there was like, what is it, a murder of crows?
Yes.
Outside just picking away at them. It was pretty crazy. So Liam in his Minecrafty look.
Remember last year Halloween when the pumpkins we thought it was, they were eaten, got hit by a combine, but it was actually just deer stepping in them and eating.
Yeah, the deer were eating them all. So near our house is a cornfield because, we're in the middle of Illinois and that's what you get, corn and beans.
Amen.
And a lot of people in this area will go, and actually I think my friend Tiffany started this, line up all their pumpkins where there's like a subdivision comes out and you kind of come out right at this field. And so there's just lines of it. So Tiffany started this one year. And it's just gotten bigger. And so now there's like 100 pumpkins just lined up.
Like when you go out like November 1st, like it's a Sunday, you go to church or whatever, like it's already whoosh.
We'll have to take a picture. I'll post that on Instagram. It's pretty dang funny. But it's like, I always feel badly. I feel like I feel bad. I feel like they're going to like grow. They're going to end up planting themselves and ruin the farmer's crop right there. It wouldn't be much, but anyway, so... yeah, Talia, your Christmas market tour is definitely canceled. I'm sorry.
I'll get you some.
WMA, we're totally not tipsy. This is who we are on a regular day. Bonefish Sunday Eggs Benedict. Purdue. So actually, what day was it I made you Eggs Benedict? Was that this past weekend? No, it was when Steven came over. So one day for brunch, Liam got up and the boys had school early. And I don't know, did you even eat breakfast that day? Or did we just wait for brunch? And Liam requested Eggs Benedict, so I made Eggs Benedict. And I have this really great blender hollandaise that I make. And the reason it's...
One day she'll have that video out, because I need to make it when she's away.
What?
You need to make the video on your hollandaise. It's so good.
Why don't we warm some of that up? So the blender hollandaise stays together longer than I love you. Than when you do it by hand. By hand is like it takes an actual no, the smaller one, I think.
Yes, chef.
I should have opened my saucier pan that I bought. Oh, Liam wants no. You can wait because I don't want that going into what that would be gross. You drank from that glass.
I got plenty of Liam, don't worry.
Nasty. You can have hot wine or you can't have hot wine. You can have hot cider in a little bit when it's all warm.
For those of you who want to do the hot wine, we'll make some recipes too, and the hot cider. And we're looking for a good Kinderpunsch, which is a kid's punch, so you can have it for the kids.
Yeah,
so they get to have.
All right.
So you can catch up.
I think you're soaked into the laughter, so it kind of.
Lori grew her own pumpkins this year. That's pretty cool.
Lori's hardcore.
Yes, Liam's got a creeper costume, but it's Liam. Auntie Princess Sarah sends you big hearts and hugs.
Yeah, Gilly, that was a creeper costume for Minecraft.
Yeah, actually, I think it's jammies.
Shh.
Yeah.
But you can wear it out as a costume. It's totally cool. Yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
remember the year that my mom sent, when we were living in Portugal, my mom sent Caleb a Superman pajama set, and he wouldn't take it off for days. We got him to put jeans on.
Der kleine Superman!
Yeah, so everywhere we walked into, people were going, Kleine Superman!
You weren't born yet, Liam.
You weren't born.
I know, but I was wearing this like for almost 2 months, 1.5 months straight.
Yes.
At the beginning of quarantine.
Yes, you pretty much didn't take that off at the beginning of quarantine, but that's okay. Kind of everybody has been doing that.
Time I just had it half on because it got so hot.
Yeah.
Is that a onesie? Yes, it's like a onesie.
Just in like
footed pajamas, but Liam does not wear footed pajamas.
Oh, so. Crawford, congratulations. Their wife is expecting. Very cool.
Oh, cool. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's footing pajamas?
Vagabondy. I'm drinking blood. Mwahaha. No, it's just red wine.
Yeah, you never. I know. You've had those since you were.
So this is not really Liam's costume because we don't think we're going to be able to do the trick-or-treating this year, and we're not going to talk about it much because it causes some tears. But we're going to do something else. It's really wonderful. It's okay. We all hate coronavirus. Everyone here,
blow it up.
Blow it up.
That's right, brother.
Well, we would love to do that.
We would, buddy.
I think everyone would love for that to happen. Oh gosh.
So if you're wondering why Jocelyn's reaching over, because your camera's here, below is the computer, so we're swiping through, and it's in like very, very tiny font.
Hey, Nick. I didn't see you on there, but I see
Nick.
that Terry's
Nick, what's up, brother?
Pumpkin cookies from ginger snap like dough. Yeah, Kathy does have good pumpkin cookies.
Hey, Jennifer, I think anybody can look adorable at anything. Don't you worry.
Eric B is wearing his Wolters World shirt to the high school football game tonight.
Nice.
That's cool. Thank you. And what I love, Eric, is that you get to go out in a t-shirt on a Friday night because we cannot do that. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm wearing polyester that doesn't breathe, so I'll go outside, frost inside, and come back.
Frost?
What's it called, dude?
How is it that kids can wear just about anything and still look adorable? I don't know, Jennifer. I think we can all do that. That's what you were answering. I think we can all do that. As long as you're comfortable and confident.
Jen's my Twitter,
right? That's right. So Galib has named this drink Tequila and Cranberry Juice. He has named it Tequila. Am I saying that right?
Tequila.
Tequila.
I like that.
It's kind of a mouthful for me, maybe. But hey, so I should talk about the food I'm making.
Yes.
Turn the doohickey for me.
Hold on.
See?
Hold on, I
Wrong
got.
way, baby. There. Okay.
We've got it kind of stuck on stuff.
All right. So I have. If you're cooking along, and I doubt any of you are, but
Don't cook and
this-
drink.
yeah.
Do cook and
I
drink.
have 1.5 of these in. I think I said use a quart, but this is 32 ounces, and I have 1.5 of these in here, more or less. And it's boiling. It's just chicken broth. You can use chicken stock if you want. If you don't have enough chicken broth, you can boil chicken and some like chicken bones in there. Bones are always good, add a lot of flavor. So I'm just gonna throw in like 3 to 4 ounces of chicken. My yaya, that's Greek for grandma, when she made this, she just used whatever little bits fell off the bones. Like she would pick a chicken to nothing, and then she'd throw the carcass in, no skin, and she would just let that boil, and that's how she made her broth or her stock.
Oh.
And Liam, that's what I do quite often. I just didn't have time for that today. But anyway, she would then, whatever meat fell off, that was fine. She'd take the carcass out and then pick little bits, and that was the only amount of meat was in there. I try to put a little bit more chicken in there just for like protein's sake. So when this is all boiling, I have orzo here. Traditionally, this is made with rice, but my papu, that's Greek for grandpa, my papu loved minestra, which is like the Greek version of orzo, more or less. So I grew up with it with noodles rather than rice, and I really love it that way. So I'm gonna do about a cup and a half in there. This is all by feel. We don't really measure in Greek kitchens, right? So I'm just gonna boil this in here, give it a quick stir, and that's it. So, all right, so I'm gonna let that cook, and when those noodles are about done, I'm gonna do the rest of it. This is a really simple dish. I am gonna give it a pinch of salt and pepper. I like coarse ground pepper. My father-in-law Bill is like mad about coarse ground pepper, so
Oh my God.
that's all I ever use now because he's kind of got me started on that. And this is like low salt, so I'm just gonna add a couple pinches of salt, and dagnabbit, I ran out of my good English salt, and so I'm using this Italy stuff that I don't love, but whatever, it's fine. So, all right, so that's good. We'll go back over here and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
You turkey. You're so funny. Oh gosh. All right. So now I've missed all of this. All right.
You want some cider?
All right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back here.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, blow it up in a tissue, of course. That's funny. Absolutely. We're all there. Let's see. Everybody agrees with you, Liam. We should all blow up the coronavirus. Yeah, Nick, you can say it probably in Greek. Everybody else will know. If you want to call it like skakamerigini, which is what my uncle called everything, and I would repeat that. And I always use that. I don't know where he came up with that phrase, the merigini bit, but I used it to describe a lot of things often until when I was in university. It was freshman year. I had Drawing 101 with Pericles Pagratis, amazing professor. And
I think if you're named after some kind of algebraic formula.
I didn't even think about it. He's like, how's it going? And I like mumbled that under my breath. And he looked at me, he's like, not in my classroom. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. So we had a good laugh, but he was an excellent professor. I just absolutely loved that man. So I'm not cold. It's completely warm in my house. I promise. Yeah, Terry, Caleb does not like making appearances anymore. Actually, it really kind of hurts my heart because I love to look back those Christmas videos. If y'all have ever watched the 12 Days of Christmas parody, he refuses to participate, and it breaks my heart because those are my memories. I go back and watch those throughout the year. I'll just randomly log on to the one from 5 years ago or whatever, and I just slow down, Sugar Lumps.
I'm not driving anywhere. I'm home.
I know. Oh, Nick, good. Your Yaya made it with minestrone, with the noodles too. That makes me feel good. I'm so happy. Yeah, and anyone with a Greek Yaya will understand it. Oh goodness. So Irish, British, Pakistani. That's quite a combination.
It's a cool combo.
Bill is the most Chicago name ever. That's funny.
Bill.
Liam, do you know how to floss?
Yes.
Auntie Princess Sarah loves you. Does he? But he knows how, but does he? That's the better question. I gotta stir this right quick.
If you can floss, show me.
Oh, I was thinking about flossing your teeth.
Yeah, no, he obviously doesn't know that very well because, my God, we have that fight every night.
Funny.
Dad,
Yes, he knows how to dab, too.
what happened when the duck went to the restaurant?
What happened when the duck
I mean,
went to the
no.
restaurant?
What did the duck say when the bill came?
What did the duck say?
Put it on my bill.
When the check came.
The check came from
I
the
got it, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Yeah, we're working on it.
You're working on your delivery, punchline. You're getting there. You're getting there.
That one I didn't make up. I mean,
no? You made that one up?
besides the answer.
Gotcha.
I mean, the answer I didn't make up.
Turkey.
Popsicles for dessert. Our kids eat the popsicles all the time. What's up, Callum?
Whenever we film like it.
Yes, swearing in Greek is so much better than swearing in English.
Princess Sarah says she loves you.
Popsicles for... Hey, Georgiana's on here. We got George and Sarah. How exciting is that? Georgiana and Sarah and I used to go and have brunch Sundays together, and it was mainly mimosas or Bloody
I was gonna
Marys.
say brunch.
But we did eat occasionally.
Brunch. It's a liquid breakfast brunch.
Brunches back there. Oh my gosh, do you remember that place on Tybee? It was across from George's. That we went there a couple times. It sat, the back was on the marsh. Oh my gosh, I love that place. It's no longer, but that was good. And then there was that little coffee shop on 2 squares up from my house. But I think it was on Bull, maybe.
Yeah.
That was really good too. Those were some of my favorites. And we went to the place over on the river, the Marriott, right? Was it the Marriott?
So I'll have a conversation with the other people here.
I'm just giving.
So Chase,
whatever.
yes, actually Runza was actually quite tasty. So for those of you know, if you're in Nebraska, there's a place called Runza, which is it's a Nebraska traditional fast food joint, and it's loose meat sandwiches and bread. But the thing is, it's like a really fancy Hot Pocket, but I don't think fancy is the right word. It's just a loose meat Hot Pocket kind of thing, but get the cheese one. Jocelyn got the kids one, so she's like talking. I'm like, babe, you just don't know what Runzas are because you got the kid size.
Well, but it was good. I couldn't eat any more than a kid size. It's heavy food. I mean, it's
not that heavy.
Stick to your ribs
And
food.
get the is it Funyuns? Hey, Chase. When you have the French fries and the onion rings together in your thing, like, dude, that's the way to go. Like, Caleb ate his and then forgot to eat his Runza, so it was a wet, sloppy mess. He's like, this isn't that good. I'm like, because you're an idiot. You didn't eat it right away.
Gollum says, shut up, Mark. Do you have drinks ready? Absolutely.
Shut up, Jocelyn.
Oh, no.
No.
It's not even funny. And don't get that marker on my chair, because then it'll be even less funny.
I think it's
And
funny.
10 days?
I think it's funny.
It's not funny. It's disrespectful.
Because it is.
We'll try to
Nick, as long as Runzas don't give you the Runzas afterward.
Otherwise, he won't go do it.
Terry, thank you for reminding people to click the thumbs up. I appreciate it, dear. Katie, there's also a Runza in Lawrence, Kansas. It's the only one I've seen outside of Nebraska. I wonder if it's because so many people go to KU or something. That's interesting. So, all right, so I gotta go check on this. Mark, get over here. Stop cutting me. I need you to. Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
I think that's the other thing you're gonna have to drink for tonight is yes, chef, and shut up, Mark. Ooh, They're apparently they are carving the pumpkin tonight. So anyway,
All right, Showers.
We're gonna need to.
Good luck.
frings. That's right. Chase, they're frings.
Hello.
Thanks, George.
I will entertain you while Jocelyn is away. And so it's kind of fun because I have to look here, but then look at the questions down here.
It's really weird and kind of.
So I would like to say a special thank you to Terry Finley, who's asking everyone to click thumbs up because Jocelyn's channel would appreciate it. And it would really help her out to help grow her channel. We're working on some new food stuff. She filmed for the 2,000 subscribers. She filmed a video on how to cook frog legs, because we actually have frog legs sometimes show up in our local store. So she made that, and then we've got, what else do we have that you made?
I don't
There's
remember.
a few more.
I don't know.
Well, you've got the Dorothy Lynch. Oh, so Chase, Jocelyn has the recipe for Dorothy Lynch dressing, so we're gonna make that one. And then we got a bunch more coming for Jocelyn stuff. If we end up,
Smell it.
that smells like pumpkin. Yeah, now go over there and get the stuff out. Put it in the trash.
So hey, if y'all are following along with dinner,
I'm gonna keep
I've just separated 3 eggs, separated the whites and the yolks, and I'm gonna whip the whites for a minute. So it's gonna get loud. I don't know. I didn't really think that through. It's gonna be loud.
This is why we experiment. This is our first time cooking live. So we figured, why not make it Halloween when we're all drinking and we're all dressed up, and we haven't figured out how to do this yet because that's the way we roll.
Entire day tomorrow I'm wearing this.
That's
Dad
fine.
can wear that. And Mom
Well, I don't think I can wear this all day.
Or just put some extra.
Thanks, Foxy.
Run and just
Let's see. So, George.
I wish you could smell the pumpkin.
There's a lot of noise here right now, so Liam's enjoying this pumpkin smell. We have the loudness of the whipping of the eggs. And this is why only true fans are still watching this right now that are excited for Jocelyn and her channel to grow and learn and stuff like
I love you guys. Thanks.
And this is the thing is when you watch the cooking shows and stuff like that, you don't see those things. You don't see it's like, no, look, it's done. So Jocelyn, like she says, she likes to keep it simple, keep it real. So
should we show this? I don't know. I mean,
it whips around.
Hey, Moo.
Let's see.
Did that so
Logan, what's up, brother?
okay. Hey, I whipped my egg whites. They're not
You beat me,
quite
Mark.
to like meringue, but pretty close. Well, it's gonna fall out, Mark.
On the
You
computer.
can't see it; just rolls, so you can't really.
Whoa! We all-
Now I'm gonna throw the 3 yellows in, the yolks.
Yeah.
So,
Shut up, Mark.
Million seeds.
so Babs, I would be Mr. Incredible from the Incredibles movie with on Disney, from Disney Pixar. He was in 1. This is being Mr. Incredible, the Incredibles 1 and 2. So you'll notice we have the same hairline. We have the same amazing physique. We both married incredibly amazing, flexible women that understand what it's like to be married to morons. We have Violet really is Caleb because she's like, I don't agree with anything, but she loves you, but she's not going to show it to anybody in public. That's like Caleb. He's watching a movie and I give him food and he's probably like snuck a
Candy bars.
device or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Okay, so I put the yolks in and I've just spun them around a little bit, and this is the hard part of making avgolemono.
Do I need to move this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Mark likes to sing he likes to make it's like the circus music. I don't know why. Okay, so I have whipped the egg whites and I threw the yolks in and they're just stirred together so everything's yellow. And then I have this hot broth. So avgolemono is egg lemon. That's what it means. Avgolemono is actually a sauce that we put on a lot of different things. But to do this, we have to temper the eggs. So I'm going to take, carefully, about a cup or so of hot broth. And I'm just going to drizzle this in while this is stirring. I don't know. Can they see this? Let me see. Where's the thing? Okay, so I'm just going to drizzle this on the side. Slowly while it spins so that I don't want to curdle the eggs. but I want to cook them. And I'm probably going to drip this crap all over my counter because that's what I do every time.
Hey, Bridge should be in the live feed.
Hello, Brig. You gotta talk to people.
Okay, well, I did. Well, I'm sorry.
Hello.
I have to concentrate too. And now, Mark, can you
Yes, chef.
lemons?
Lemons.
Lemons and
Yes, ma'am.
the squeezer. Here.
The squeezer. Yes, chef.
Thanks, dear.
Yes,
All right, so dag nabbit. I don't know. This is not easy.
So you have to remember, where do I want the camera to be?
I need somebody to follow me. You need to follow me here.
I follow you everywhere, baby.
Thank you. I follow you everywhere. Where's my, I had an extra little white bowl. Here it is. All right, so I'm just going to squeeze 3 lemons. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, literally, right? I like extra lemon. Caleb and Liam like extra lemon. Mark does not. So I will squeeze 3 lemons. And then hubby will eat that. And then I will have extra lemon out for the rest of the family to squeeze in. Like everybody gets another wedge or 2. Because Mark doesn't have as much Greek blood as the rest of us. Que lemoni.
But I'm 100% Greek because I'm married to Greeks, so therefore I'm more Greek than you. Ha.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't hear the hate. I don't hear the hate.
It's not hate, it's just honesty.
Wait, how's that? Oh, that's on low.
I turned it on low because the stuff was boiling. And will you hold off instead of making yourself another tequila? We're gonna do the other drink next.
Sure, I can hold off.
Shut up, Mark. I love you. You are my favorite.
I love you too, baby.
Oh goodness. Yeah, this is where the fun begins. Let's see. Hey, Gallivant and gals. It's nice
Melinda,
to see
I hope
y'all.
you're doing okay.
What happened to
healing.
Melinda? Okay, tell me later.
Lots of love. Hold on, I gotta go over here.
Joel,
Lots of love to you. Get well.
this is really disconcerting because y'all are over there, but the screen's over there for us to read. And it's kind of weird. So, dang, these are like the seediest lemons I've ever seen.
I did what I
What a
did.
mess. All right.
You know
Brig wants out. Brig actually
Brig is the most spoiled dog in the world.
Brigadier wants out whenever I'm doing work. It's like the minute I start washing dishes, the dog goes over and he's trained to like tap the door when he needs to go out. Actually, he trained himself that way. We didn't tell him, but that's what he does. And yeah, it's whenever I'm busy, that's when he wants to do that. So, woof. This is a really hard lemon.
Would you like me to help?
Yeah. It's just got a really thick rind.
Is that all I do?
Yeah. It's done. Okay. You don't know how to work this?
I do know how to work this.
Well,
You made it seem like I was doing something wrong, so I wasn't sure.
well, no, because you were like...
How many of you love cooking with the family? Yes, chef.
Everybody take a drink. That's what we're drinking to tonight. Is
Yes, chef.
All right. So there's this lemon sucks.
Well, we're not really
It's
in lemon
like-
season.
I know. Well, we're getting there. It's getting close. All right. So now I'm going to take this over to the egg whites and yolks that I have whipped, and I'm going to drizzle this in slowly also.
Very, very slowly.
This can go less slowly though than the hot stuff. It's almost there. Let it stir for a second. What are you doing? Are you picking my nose?
All right.
All right. So this is pretty much done. I'm going to turn the fire off over here. Give give it a little stir. My noodles are all nice and pretty, and I'm just gonna pour this over the top. Briggy, are you thirsty? I think you just drank an entire bowl.
I filled up this entire thing.
Okay.
It usually sounds way better than the dog slurping up his stuff. Doggy sounds tasty.
It's good stuff. All right, so this is finished. You want to give him a look?
Sure.
And we'll dish.
I can only go this far.
You want some avgolemono?
There's this thing called the cord that's attached. Is only so far.
Okay, I'll bring it over here, baby.
Dun, 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 dun.
Liam, are you ready for avgolemono? Huh?
Oh, Brig, you want to go out? What a surprise!
Terry already said that Brigadier wanted to go out. She already made that known. All right, so avgolemono is done and ready. Let's see. Mark is hilarious, and he is a pain in my butt, and I love him so much.
I'm your favorite annoying
Bonnie
husband.
says, "Does the lemon suck or does it pucker?" That's pretty funny. All right, so here is the avgolemono. Yeah, this isn't like the best thing to make on a live feed. Whatever, it's fine. It's good. It's tasty. And I like to make sure you get like a couple spoonfuls of just the juice so you get all that foamy goodness at the top. And we'll just have a little. Can I have a bite, Liam, before I give it to you? No? Okay. Give that to me. Now you say yes, you little turdlet. Mark, you want some soup?
Well, we're talking. Oh, sure.
I know, but do you want to... Hey, Liam, will you run upstairs and see if Caleb wants some?
Okay.
Thank you.
And tell him you won't be on camera.
Ooh, 120. That's funny. That's a
Let's
lot
see.
for me. Oh, yeah, Lori, don't be bragging about being able to grow your own Meyer lemons all year in California. Mark actually got some grapefruit the other day, and that always reminds me of my Yaya and Papu because they always had grapefruit at their house. Always, always.
Actually, my mom used to get Rotary used to sell like boxes of grapefruit when we were kids, and so my entire childhood, winter breakfast was half a grapefruit, hot cocoa, and then it was cereal. Like that was it. Like
yeah.
Can we close the door? I'm freezing.
Uh-huh. I think Daddy left it over for the dog to come. Did Caleb want some, honey?
No.
Okay. We'll set this over here.
Oh, it's good, babe.
I know.
I'll tell you, avgolemono soup goes really well with tequila.
Avgolemono soup goes well with anything, especially family and friends, right?
I've been into that.
Dang it.
But we got Justin Potter who's worried. Drink's empty. Needs something new.
Oh, need something new. Okay, so I can do that right quick. Hand me those. Thank you. And
Good. Stuff out of
vodka. So we're going to do in this. So when you're making,
Do you want me to warm up some more?
typically bartender school, they teach you that all drinks are like a regular just pour is 1.25 ounces. But hot drinks and frozen drinks need more. So it's like 1.5 ounces. I sort of always do 1.5 ounces with everything because it's just an easier measure to get in this.
Is that why people get more drunk on the frozen margaritas? Is that why they like those?
Because people tend to suck those down, right? Like they're Slurpees and it goes straight to your head. I think that's the other thing. And you're drinking through straw. Although I've never really understood why that would change anything. Less air? Okay. So I do about 1.75 ounces, somewhere between 1.5 ounces and 2 ounces of this salted caramel. So in the Midwest, we say salted caramel. The rest of the world calls it salted caramel. I can't do that.
I don't understand that word. Who says words like
Everyone makes fun of it around here.
What the hell is that?
But it's actually caramel, and I just spilled it.
No, caramel.
You want me to get those?
Caramel.
What?
Are
Yes.
you saying caramel?
You're yelling. Caramel.
Because we're not
caramel.
yelling at all.
Oh my God.
We're hot behind you.
Loud
Hot behind you, chef.
Okay.
And I'm not joking.
Why are you setting that on there?
I thought you needed that.
Set it on the counter, honey. Don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm stupid. I know nothing.
Nope.
Thank you.
We've had these counters for 5 years, and they're
Fantastic counters.
they are because I.
It's a wonderful home. Can't ask for anything better.
Because I picked them out.
Oh, then
All right.
we're not gonna move.
Enough. All right, so I feel like I'm on fire right now.
Hey, it's hot in here.
No, just I'm overwhelmed with all the talking at the moment.
Ma'am.
Are y'all? I think everyone hates us right about now. All right, so dears, we're doing 1.5 ounces, 1 3/4, 2 ounces in that of the salted caramel vodka, and then we're just caramel.
I'm translating for my mom. She's
right.
watching.
And then we are going to just pour on hot apple cider on top, and this is just a candied, caramel apple drink. That's it. It's really tasty, and I like it. What are you doing there?
This is from Braunschweig in Germany, the Braunschweig Weihnachtsmarkt.
Yeah, and this one is from Hanover. I don't know what. Ernst August Platz.
Yes.
I don't know that I said that.
Go to Ernst August Brauerei. If you're looking for a brewery in Hanover, it's always a fun time. Ernst August Brewery.
Yes.
Like 3 seconds more with the noodles.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
They're a little.
Oh, that's
too
like
for you.
liquid caramel apple.
That's what it is. It's a caramel apple.
No, you cannot try.
No, you cannot try it. Sorry.
You want some
Not
avgolemono?
happening. Hey, guess who was on earlier? Vera and Martine. Yeah, isn't that cool? And Auntie Princess Sarah's been on. And your grandma. All sorts of people. This is really good. I love these things. They're so tasty. Amy cannot get past your silly outfit. Nick, yes, the bubbly drink is called soda, not pop. But in Chicago, they call it pop. Like Chicago and up.
Stop melting candy. I got it for you in your seat, buddy.
All right. So now that I have a big mess here, we're gonna. Where did my soup go? There's my soup. So, all right, let's hang out and talk now that I've made all the drinks and food.
Honestly,
Coke.
it's like
yes, Terry, it's Coke in the South.
Melted. It's like you smell it. It really does smell like a caramel apple, like a fresh made caramel apple.
It is really good, and you know what? The better.
Yeah, that is good.
The better the cider, I think the better.
Yeah, we got the cider we have is from our local orchard here.
Orchard, yeah. And I think that actually does make a difference in this drink. I don't think it does in every drink. I want to make, so I was down in Southern Illinois last weekend. We had a girls' weekend, and it was just 3 of my best friends from high school. We went to some wineries and stuff, but we had some, it's called apple pie moonshine. And it's a big thing in Clinton County.
They like to drink.
I used to have a joke that every time, if you just drove into the county, you'd be drunk. But it's basically, it's Everclear and some apple things and whatnot. I often garnish this with cinnamon stick, and I sort of forgot to do that, but whatever. That's where we're at.
Hey, Paul Tipton. Yeah, I am a bit warm in this, to say the least. Like, can you see me glistening here? Yeah, I won't show you my back sweat, so no one needs that.
Well, I'm glad Khaled got back to his studies, even if he had to leave us. Studying is important. Yeah, I think it's an upper Midwest thing to have it called pop. I think that soda is like...
No, if you go to Idaho, it's pop. It's Huckleberry Pop.
Isn't that in the upper Midwest too? That's kind
Idaho
of west.
is not
That's just
the
the West.
Midwest. You're thinking
Right.
of Iowa.
Are you sweating pounds? Yeah, probably.
It is. It's warm. The soup's good. It's very good today.
Tristan's gonna catch up with us with absinthe. Will you just go right on ahead and do that?
This is
Oh goodness.
pretty cool.
Yeah, but it doesn't let any air out, so you just like melt. It's like
Soda
yours,
or
but
Coke?
worse.
Yep.
No, but I have this and that.
Yes,
I
Marion,
understand.
that's absolutely true. People in Atlanta will order Coke, and then you ask what kind, and they'll say root beer. That was one that threw me, was root beer, because root beer to me is like a separate thing altogether. I got like, hey, inappropriate. Go put that back on right now.
I'm so hot.
Apple pie moonshine is a thing in the South too. That's funny. I never had it there. I wish I had, because how did I get here? Midas, I don't know how you got here, but I bet you turned things to gold on your way. Maxwell Neely, good starter bar. Where? Like, do you mean like
Your
a
video
bar
on
to
Good
start
Bar?
or my video on how to start? Clarify that and I'll answer your question. So Vagabondy, I think Mark misses Germany. You and Mark and Darian are all kind of jonesing for some good Germany time.
I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss a little Christmas market, a little beer garden, a few little pork. We put more stuff.
Amy, that sounds dirty. I've never made rum balls. But if you want to send me the recipe, you can. North Central Wisconsin and rarely ever hear pop. Really? That's funny. It's a Coke. Just call it a Coke. So says, well, probably Melinda. It might be Tracy too. But, y'all, we had so much fun. Melinda and Tracy did a live stream from downtown Savannah. And I was trying to tell, I'm like, go west. You need to go to the rail pub.
So
I'm like,
Melinda and Trace are gallivanting gals,
Yes.
some friends of ours, so you can check out their channel.
And I was trying to tell them to like go to my favorite dive bar in Savannah and how to get there. I'm like, go west. And I'm like, and then they didn't know which way was west. And I mean, it can get confusing, right? In a new city. So I was giving
But I
them
feel
these.
that Trace has a built-in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they got there and they had a good time and they went to some other bars and just it was cool because everyone got to see it and I got to relive some memories too. So.
Let's see. Dick Bartis, I miss Germany, basically anywhere else in Europe now. I haven't ever gone this long without flying across the Atlantic. Yeah, it's been since probably '92 for me. So it's crazy because it really, like, when you travel a lot, it really becomes part of you. And even I'm just glad we've been able to travel around the U.S. So we did that trip out the Mountain West for a month, and we went to Georgia. We're going to do a Texas trip here in a while, and just to kind of get out and see more. And it's been cool because we got to see a lot of the U.S. now. But it's, you
I've
still
seen
miss
all
it.
that. It was just nice to see it with you guys.
Aw, nice you and us. Sorry,
I do
I'm sweating.
enjoy doing that. You're really not here. It must be underneath all of this.
My muscles are working out while I'm standing here.
So, Maxwell. So must-haves for a home bar. My bar equipment video is out, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I forgot to put on that, and I should tell you.
An opener?
Who's been, is my bartender's friend. Who's been in my, there it is.
Double hinged.
Yeah.
That's not
So,
double hinged, right?
yes it is. Shut up, Mark. All right, so you need, it's all in the video, but the one thing I left out is what I call a bartender's friend. Some people call it a waiter's friend. This is an opener, it's jack of all trades. It can open bottles here. It's got a foil cutter. It's got the corkscrew, and you just twist whatever, and then as you pull up, you use this first, this side, and then you use this the rest of the way, the second thing. But this double hinge is like a really great tool. I used to carry one of these in my purse just because you never know. And TSA has taken about 3 of them, so now I just pack one in my luggage that I check.
It's in the little zipper thing.
Yeah, so we only carry on size, but we usually check it when we're going abroad simply because by the time you get through border control and all that kind of stuff, your bags are usually waiting. So like dragging that through with you is more of a pain, especially when there's 4 of you. Generally speaking, we try to just go ahead and check it all the way through if we're able to. So Maxwell, I've got a whole video on glassware, and we kind of go through levels, like what you need first, and then also basic bar accoutrement. And then if you're looking at liquors, vodka, gin, rum, whiskey or bourbon, whiskey with an E or whiskey without an E.
And Matthew McDonald knows that.
Yes.
It's okay.
No, I wasn't.
No.
That.
It was a. No, fine. Go on.
Okay. So I see what you're doing right there. So those are like some basic ones, and then
Was it Maxwell asked that
juices.
question?
Yes.
He was asking about. I meant drinks that are great for her. Is that like some basic?
Oh,
drinks?
good golly, Miss Molly! Basic drinks.
Her Friday video, she's going through
through
basics and complicateds.
Mm-hmm.
From I think middle November through Christmas, I have her scheduled for having a bunch of whiskey sours and like more traditional.
The more
drinks.
traditional, easy kind of things instead of like the fancy stuff. Yeah.
There might be a event like the French 75.
But if you have those things that I just named off, and you know, juices, you can pretty much do it all. It's always good. I always have a bottle of simple syrup. Often I have a bottle of fresh squeezed lemon juice and lime juice in my fridge because it lasts a week or 2 or 10 days. So if we're having people like on Friday night, maybe on Thursday, I squeeze a bunch of that, make some simple syrup, put it all in the fridge, and then I have that for the weekend and for however long it lasts. So having those things on hand, I can make most every other drink, you know, when people ask for it. So
Foxy, we'll have those drinks. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Sarah Van Ice, double hinged and hard to find, hard to keep. You got
Yeah,
it.
people swipe that stuff all the time. So
the one I just pulled out is from the first year at the Shrimp Factory, and you can appreciate that, Sarah.
And I actually bought. We were at George. Where did we took? I took students in 2013 to wineries in Germany, and I bought like 4, and we're down to one left. Yeah.
We're down to 1.
I'm like, where'd it go? Like we have one in the car just to hide it. Ray, go climb. You're fine.
We're getting smashed, apparently. Foxy thinks we're getting smashed in the Bright Club.
You obviously have not been. Oh yeah, probably.
Brig is really thirsty, aren't you, buddy? He's like right here. Can you see? Oh, you can. You can see his head right there. He's a big boy. I don't know why he's so dang thirsty. Did somebody feed him dinner?
Yes, I fed him twice.
Okay, well, he was asking.
Yeah, I fed him twice. How many times?
Bye, Nick.
Nick B's out or Nick P?
Nick Barnett.
Later, Nick.
Call me Nick Didier. Have a good one. Nice underwear mark.
Thank you. I like to wear it on the outside to really accentuate things.
It's pretty.
So do I put like how much should I put in? But wait, it's a hot drink, so their Brig is just smelling me like crazy.
Go like 1 ounce and 3/4. But you know what? Here's the thing. That doesn't sit in there like it should. It's too small. That's why I spilled all over the place.
I didn't, chef.
Dave. Oh. I love you. You big turd.
Brig, Carn.
Suggestions for holiday dinner, please. So, Amy, I'm gonna do a video on like my favorite, my favorite stuff. So, you know, beyond the turkey, I do a sweet potato souffle that is really good.
Amazing.
Okay, it's amazing. Sweet potato souffle, and yes, it's sweet, but it's not just the typical like sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top. It's got a little more to it. And then I do oyster dressing. I love oyster dressing, but my oyster dressing also has some sausage and stuff in it too. So it's definitely a southern thing. What else do I make a lot of at so I usually don't make the pies. Somebody else does the pies.
It does. Thanks, buddy.
I always try to make green bean casserole, and nobody likes green bean casserole except for me. So I have taken up doing like haricot vert with like some bacon and stuff in it. Like get the fat in there. It's really tasty. So those are some good ones. Oh, and I always do a soup. So often I do that potato and leek soup, or I have a cauliflower soup that I make. I always do a soup at Thanksgiving, but my favorite is probably that, the cauliflower soup.
Cauliflower and leek soup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the potato leek casserole or bake that you want all the time.
You know, I mean, I've only had it once since we left Portugal.
That's BS. I make it at Thanksgiving.
Okay. Anyway.
I made it when Nando and Elena came.
In 2014?
I had a 1 centimeter kidney stone.
Well, I appreciate that.
You don't give a squat. Okay, so yeah, he's so cute. Vagabondy. Last year went to Germany, Austria, Czech, Hungary, Lithuania, Latvia, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and this year, hey, sister, we're right there with you.
Preach.
I don't even know all the countries we went to last year, but we hit at least 3 continents.
Yeah, this year we got 2. We got El Salvador and the U.S.
A lot of the world wouldn't count that as 2 continents.
I said 2 countries.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you mixing liquors? That tends not to sit well in my stomach. Yeah, it doesn't bother me if generally speaking, if I kind of go by that 1 drink an hour thing, and I also have my water right here. No dogs. Yeah. I try to do that when we have people over. I try to be spicy.
I never realized that. I was just drinking. I didn't know there was
That's because you're not paying attention to 1 drink an hour. Well, I do. So it doesn't really bother me, and I don't drink beer. I'll have a sip of his now and again just to taste it, but I just don't like beer. I've never have. So tabbouleh.
How do I know that?
Cause I haven't made it in a really long time.
What is that?
Whipped cream. Yes, absolutely, Rusty. Whipped cream, vodka, and orange juice taste like a dreamsicle. It is really wonderful.
Oh yeah, I used
to do that. One of my other favorites is the key lime pie martini. Georgiana and Sarah and I used to make those. And that is vanilla vodka, key lime juice. Hang on. Did we put a sprinkle of cinnamon on it? Right?
I know, you never made it from...
And a little simple syrup. Oh my goodness, that is a good one. And that is totally like summertime. That's sitting at the pool, drinking. It's so good.
So Lori, your question is, do you think China will be safe to travel November 2021? I found a great price. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I thought this stuff would be done by now.
I don't think it's going to ever be done.
No. I think you're going to see restrictions through next year. Even if there's vaccines and treatments, they're not going to be able to get it for everybody. So mask wearing is going to be, go to Wolters Rule Best Store. Pick up your mask with the thing. But
Jennifer's going to make barbecue Christmas dinner.
Ooh, nice.
I like it. We used to make barbecue ribs all the time in Lisbon. That was like one of our go-to things. Ribs
so we
would
have
cheap there too.
Yeah, there was like €2 for nothing.
It was like not even €1 a kilo. Or maybe maybe it was like €1 or €2 a kilo.
It was €2 and we would feed like 8 people. Because we'd have students over, the Germans over.
It was more than €2, honey. I think it was like €1 or 2 per kilo.
Yeah.
And we'd get like 2 kilos.
Yeah, but it was next to nothing. But it was, we did like, you make your barbecue sauce, and my students were always like, "This is amazing!" I'm like, yes. Yes, it is. This is why I used to be skinny.
Logan hasn't even left Texas all year. Honey, that's okay because
Texas is beautiful.
Texas is its own country, right? I mean, it's massive, and you can see so much, and it can vary from place to place, so you got it good there. Brown sugar, George, thank you. Brown sugar and the key lime pie martini.
Cider?
Not cinnamon. Ooh, the creme brulee martinis. Thank you, Princess Sarah. Yes. Yeah, there are going to be increases. I think, Babs, you're right. It's just going to happen. That's just what it is right now. So if you could live anywhere outside the U.S., where are you going? I wouldn't mind going back to Lisbon, but we've already lived there. So in a way, I kind of feel... Hi.
Just keep talking.
Okay. So I feel like if we're going somewhere new, that would be better. So Paris is one of my top places. I'd love to live in Montmartre. And then probably, we've talked about Italy very seriously. Northern Italy, we have some of our best friends are in Vicenza, which is about a half an hour, 45 minutes west of Venice. So that's always on the list. I'd like to live in Rwanda, in Nicaragua, and Greece.
Thank you.
So Greece has been on, actually, Greece is actually how Mark and I kind of got together because I was trying to figure out visas and he had written me and he was living in Europe and had been for a while. And I wanted to know how he was kind of working me through like how to get a visa and what I needed to do and whatever. And then visas somehow became marriage license. And I've said that more than once, but
more than once to other people?
No, I mean, I've used that term. Visas became marriage licenses. So yes, I would like to go back to Greece and live there for a while for sure. Probably Crete, don't you think? We're kind of Cretan people, so.
So Amy Slaughter, I make awesome homemade pulled pork beef, at least for the holiday lunch. Nice. But Jennifer Benzie's got it on the ball. Instead of Christmas dinner, toasted marshmallows with chocolate dip.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, even Liam's like, oh.
Mongolian beef stew, beef Wellington. Oh, Lori, you're right. So
Lori's bringing the fancy.
I did beef Wellington.
You fancy, Lori.
Like a couple, 3 years ago. You don't remember?
Is that the one that has the casing around it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't like it? I did prime rib last year.
He knows it. Yeah, no, I remember. Okay, you liked it.
Prime rib. That's another one we've
They
done.
do good prime rib, yeah.
I don't do badly. Anthony says, I live in a lovely village for those who have health problems like mine. A bunch of the residents help me do Halloween decorating, Middle Eastern style with creepy gins. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool, dude.
That sounds like fun. I like it. Pretty slick, Dr. Wolters. What did he do, Mark? I must have missed it.
I have no idea. I've not done anything.
I think he's talking
in my
about
life.
the visas becoming marriage licenses. He was totally working me, y'all.
Hey, you know what?
From across an ocean.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Oh goodness. Halloween hummus and
Kicked off. So you guys are like in a 2-minute reconnect. So okay, so it'll be just a little bit.
So it'll just be a second that we're off. Does a burger in a pre-bought Yorkshire pudding count as beef Wellington? No, Jennifer.
No, I think that's a Yorkshire Wellington. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That's
we're
an
gonna
American
have to
Wellington.
come up with that's a.
Is it the Wellington boot?
That's a burger Wellington. That's what it is.
We gotta make it sound fancy. It's the Hanoverian line of the Wellington beef.
Yes, shrimp's always good for an appetizer. I do that a lot too.
Rum gone? Why is all the rum always gone? Because we drank it. That's why.
I have some still from Jamaica from a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Really?
It's a year and a half.
That one, yeah.
We went to a distillery. My friend Toby set us up. You're gonna change clothes? You done being hot?
Dude.
Is it because of me?
Oh yes, babe. You're boiling me.
I made you a little warm.
That's right.
My friend Toby, she is half Jamaican, and she sent us. She kind of set us up on this amazing tour with what was Toby's company?
Holiday Services.
Thank you, Holiday Services Jamaica. They did a great job. Michael, our guide, is one of the top 3 guides we've ever had anywhere in the world. I mean, he became like family. We had so much fun. He was really cool, and it was very helpful. He was fun with the kids, and he even went and like we were on our way out to the beach, and we went by this KFC's. Like, this is like one of the most popular KFC's in the world, blah, blah, blah. And Kate was like, Mom, can we have fried chicken tonight? I was like, hey, Michael, can we go to dinner there? And he's like, you want to go to KFC for dinner? And we were like, yeah, why not? And it was a great experience. We got in there, and it was literally an hour and a half wait inside. Like, you walked in the doors, it's an hour and a half to order fast food chicken at the thing. So we left, and we got out in the car, and we waited in the drive-thru, which was only 45 minutes. But it was funny because we walked in, and I was like, good evening, how you doing, to the people in front of us, whatever, because they kind of all turned and looked at us, and they were friendly, everything was fine. But then they kind of were laughing, and I was like, when we got out of there, I was like, so Michael, why are they laughing? He's like, they've never seen tourists in here before. And I was like, oh, well, all right then. I mean,
yeah, and we went to the KFC because it was specifically, it's like, this is something that we do. I'm like,
their thing, so we're going to do it, right? And it was better than what we have,
It
right?
was very different than the what we have back here.
Oh, Vagabond, you spent a couple weeks in Vicenza after seeing our videos, because it is a great home base. It absolutely is a great place for that region. So cool.
Whew. So Jennifer Benzie, I was gonna try to trade you to something else, but I was just way too hot. And did you notice that when we both were wearing black shirts, the light got all weird in here because it's trying to adjust?
Should we turn that one down a little bit?
I'm trying. Difference.
Jamaican jerk chicken or pork. Oh my gosh, Jamaican jerk, anything. We also went to a vegan restaurant.
It's a vegan farm.
It's a farm, but they also do this like whole big tasting thing, and we had like 3 courses.
There's like 21 dishes, babe.
I know, but they were different. But whatever, it was. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely.
They had like they have watermelon
know the name of that.
carpaccio, which seriously, I thought you would think it was like beef carpaccio. It was amazing.
And it didn't taste like beef, but it was as satisfying as that. It was so good. Jerk chicken, I don't feel like it's very spicy. It's spicy. That doesn't mean that it's hot, right?
Yeah.
It's got some zing, but it's not like an overly hot dish.
I agree.
So, I do like hot food though. Just found out the company I work for loses a contract in March 2021, which they can't go for as they have a monopoly with the same clients. Oh, you're gonna have to still call. That stinks. But you know what? You're kind of with us because we all can't say what's happening as far as travel. So, but I wish you good luck with finding something new, and don't quit until you've got the new job.
Jennifer, New Year's celebrations. I don't think anybody thinks that far ahead. I'm going to guess it'll be right here at home.
Yeah, you know, they always say that whatever you're doing on New Year's is what you'll do for the rest of the year.
So you'll wake up, eat, drink.
No, but where were we on New Year's?
Do stuff. I don't know.
We were in Savannah. You're right. We spent New Year's in Savannah. So we should be in Savannah the rest of the year, right, Caleb?
How'd that work out for us?
Oh, he just gave me the evil eye. It's okay. We all want to be in Savannah, honey.
Wow, Mark Finley had jerk chicken in the U.S. so hot I thought my lips were going to burn off my face, but
really?
It was flavorful. Yeah, that's the thing. It's weird how sometimes when you get foods in a destination,
Good night, gals. Thanks for
very
stopping.
different than the food when you have it like in a restaurant in the U.S. or another country. And it's like, wait, when you have it there, it's like, wow, it's a whole different experience. It's kind of like when you have beers. Beers will be totally different in country than they are, back home. So kind of interesting. Hope you're doing well, Melinda.
Chris Bates, where was your most memorable New Year's?
There's been a lot of them. So we've had it in Prague. I've had it in Prague. I've had it in Berlin when it turned 2000. I have the last
I bet that was
12.
a big one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I think all the New Year's with you were just the ones that were just so amazing.
I was thinking about that one in Savannah, the first New Year's we spent together.
Yeah.
We have that picture of me in that super awesome dress. You know, it's like kind of Spanish and it's got the strings on the bottom. You know, like the kind of 20s.
I'll have.
But
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a modern dress, but it has that. Yeah. Maybe it's just because of that dress.
Maybe.
And the man I was with.
Oh, could be. Could be.
Probably really it. Yeah, I don't. And that's funny because
Mark Finley's mom was like, "Hey, does he have any videos on Savannah?" I had to explain. Yes, they do.
We have all the videos on Savannah. That's so funny. Yes, because Savannah is like one of my favorite cities in the world.
Well, you lived there 10 years, so
that's the longest I've lived anywhere. And this town, oh my gosh, no, we're gonna move to another town. I'm
true. So there you go. There you go. Savannah stays at number 1.
Jamie, Jocelyn, go to watching calories, sugar cocktails. Are there skinny cocktail videos? God, no, there are not skinny cocktail videos. I drink the cocktails. I may watch sugar intake on different days so that I kind of like save up. Leg day is usually like Fridays. So like when you have a heavy, day on like the big muscle groups and things like that, that's the day to do your splurge, as far as I'm concerned. I don't usually drink things quite as sweet as this. Often I just drink bourbon, and maybe sometimes a splash of something on top.
I drink wine.
I drink wine. Wine and whiskey whiskey bourbon are kind of my thing, or tequila. And I do, like tonight, this is a hugely sugary thing because I did the vodka and apple cider and then tequila and cranberry juice. But I would be just as happy to just cut the cranberry juice out, and then I'm just getting the carbs in the
straight
tequila.
liquor.
Yeah. But
grain alcohol. Just grain alcohol will be fine. We're just gonna do grain alcohol from now on. Pure grain alcohol.
It tastes good.
We're doing moonshine because we're watching our sugars.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're just gonna drink the moonshine.
Anyway, so Guy Fawkes Day was canceled. That's horrible. That sucks. I know a lot of here in the U.S. the fireworks on 4th of July were canceled a lot of places, but a lot of people took it upon themselves to have 4th of July celebrations. So there was we went outside, there was fireworks that way and that way and that way and that way.
It was one of the best 4th of Julys ever. Jennifer thinks we should have a New Year's on New Year's party on a live stream.
2 months after, they're still firing fireworks.
There was a lot of fireworks for a long time. You're right, Liam.
Very true, buddy.
Okay, well we'll all keep our fingers crossed for you, Paul.
Lori Sims, Everclear. Yes, Everclear. Take me back to high school. Anyway. I like Amy's slaughter. Patron, rum, let's drink. It's all good.
It is. It's all good. Although I don't drink a ton of rum. Maybe I should start drinking rum.
I used to drink a lot more rum, and that is one thing. It's
I
weird.
do like rum in my hot tea.
Rum works well with hot wine, too. But anyway. So we think another 10 minutes, babe?
We'll just have a little bit more time because we've been on for an hour and a half anyway. So straight liquor, my kind of people. I'm so glad, Justin. I don't like straight liquor. I mean, I sip it. It's not like I'm, downing it all the time. But it's good like that.
Paul tipped I've been a bit naughty. I bought some sweet candies for any trick-or-treaters for Halloween, but they called to me and I ate them. Yeah, so I bought a bag of Reese's peanut butter cups and Kit Kats thinking that at least with the Kit Kats it might stop us, but it didn't. We ate through all.
Liam ate the Kit Kats. I ate the Reese's.
Terry Finley, you did miss the apple cider, caramel apple cider, but, well, I'll have one more drink so you can teach Terry.
All right, Terry. First, you have to start with a really cool mug. That's important, right? About 1 ounce and 3/4, somewhere between 1.5 ounces and 2. You always put
What's up, Liam?
You always put more alcohol in hot drinks and frozen drinks than you do in a regular, just straight drink. So that is going in there, and then I'm just going to top it off with hot cider.
You need to scrape that better.
So straight out of pot. Right there. There you go, Daddy-O.
Thank you.
Your cocktail is ready, and Terry, now you can have one too. They are really good. It tastes just like a caramel apple. They're so tasty. It's one of those good fall things.
Especially when you're cold from being outside all the time. I've been inside in polyester.
And you can always garnish this with cinnamon, or put a cinnamon stick in your apple cider when you're heating it up. Liam's playing with the camera there. Yes. So there's the caramel apple cider. Caramel. Sorry.
Jen, if we did a New Year's a New Year's Eve thing, we would probably, for us to stay up that late, because we're old, so we'd have to have the kids do it. Anyway.
If we did, is that what you were just reading?
Yes, that's what
I was reading a whole bunch of stuff.
Lori Silver, 100 thumbs up. Hey, that's the most liked video you have, babe. That's awesome.
That's cool. Thank you. Each one of you, over 100 people.
The blue stuff is Pinnacle.
Salted caramel vodka, or caramel if you're in the Midwest. So,
Yes, you take it.
That's crazy. I can't believe that.
Yeah,
so,
very good, babe.
yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
so, Sarah, you're my people too. I love you. So I think we're gonna sign off and wind down the evening and clean up the kitchen, and I'm gonna have some more soup if everybody's cool with that. Yeah.
So it's Sarah X. We're just doing a live on YouTube. That's what we got going here.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling the world. We'll probably have some kind of Christmas special or something like that. Not on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, but we'll probably do something for a Christmas, like the Friday before or something like that, just to give people something.
Hunter Hans says, I need a video from Jocelyn on waffles. I have a waffle maker, but I use a toaster. No,
You don't want her. You want
Mark
my
will
waffles.
be making the waffles.
I will make a guest appearance on Simply Jocelyn about how to make waffles.
Mark
and
is
pancakes.
Excellent.
My
pancakes are fine.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
Shut up.
They're not fine. Like you're fine.
Oh,
they're fine.
goodness. All right, kids. Thank you
everybody.
for hanging
Thank you so
out
much.
and eating and drinking with us on Friday night. I hope that you guys had fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye.